Stephen A. Smith is excited at the possibilities for the New York Knicks after they finalized the Kristaps Porzingis trade to the Dallas Mavericks. 122. The Dallas Mavericks have acquired All-Star forward Kristaps Porzingis and 3 other players from the New York Knicks in exchange for a package that includes point guard Dennis Smith Jr. and 2 future first-round picks. Wesley Matthews and DeAndre Jordan, who both have expiring contracts and could be buyout candidates, will also go to the Knicks. Trey Burke, who is averaging 11.8 points this season, is headed to the Mavericks along with Porzingis, Courtney Lee and Tim Hardaway Jr. The deal came after Porzingis met with Knicks management Thursday and left franchise officials with the impression that he wanted to be traded, according to ESPN's Adrian Wojnarowski. The Knicks did call New Orleans about Anthony Davis, a source told ESPN's Ramona Shelburne, but the Pelicans weren't interested in the Latvian. General manager Scott Perry acknowledged that the club had many conversations with a number of teams about potential trades prior to meeting with Porzingis. "We started to get a feel, we could see, that he wasn't completely buying into what we were trying to do," Knicks president Steve Mills said during a post-trade conference call. And again, during Thursday's meeting, we wanted a confirmation from him, whether he was completely in or out. He made it clear to us, when he came in to meet with us, that he no longer wanted to be part of our group. With the uncertainty of his status and coming off the injury as well, it made February 7, the trade deadline, a very important date for us, Mills added. "We felt that in the best interests of the organization, and the Knicks fan base too, that we had to make a move here. We feel very good about that move. The Knicks will get the Mavericks' unprotected first-round pick 2 years after they send one to Atlanta to complete their draft day deal for Luka Doncic, and another first-round pick that is protected 2 years after that," sources told ESPN's Ian Begley and Wojnarowski. Those picks could come as soon as 2021 and 2023 if Dallas does not move into the top 5 this year. The Mavericks are hoping to re-sign the 7'3" Porzingis, who will be a restricted free agent, to a long-term deal this summer, and they are confident that Doncic and veteran Dirk Nowitzki can play significant roles in making that happen, a source told ESPN. "He loves Luka and Dirk," a source told ESPN about Porzingis, whose other option would be to sacrifice millions by playing on a 1-year qualifying offer. Porzingis spent time with Doncic in Madrid last summer while he rehabbed his ACL injury at the Real Madrid facility, sources said. "We obviously think Porzingis is a great young talent, similar in many ways to Dirk," coach Rick Carlisle said on the Mavs flagship station 103. 3FM ESPN. "This is kind of a Dirk and Nash type of situation, only these guys are taller." Porzingis took to Twitter after the trade to post a few images to go with video of him and Doncic from Wednesday night's Mavs-Knicks game at Madison Square Garden. Late Thursday, he again tweeted to say, "New York will always have a special place in my heart. Grateful for everybody who made this journey so special for my family and I." There was uncertainty over Porzingis' willingness to remain in New Orleans beyond his current contract, sources said. There has been a strong disconnect between Porzingis and Knicks management in recent years, and it culminated in Thursday's meeting. He expressed concerns on the state of the franchise and his future with the organization, sources said. Porzingis, the 0.4 overall pick in the 2015 NBA draft, was averaging a career-best 22.7 points before he was lost because of a left knee injury during a breakout All-Star season in 2017-18. He also was averaging 6.6 rebounds and 2.4 blocks. Hardaway, 26, was leading the Knicks with 19.1 points per game this season, but New York wanted to move him because he is due $18.2 million next season and has a player option for $19 million in 2020-21. Lee, 33, is due $12.8 million next season. He has played sparingly this season due to the Knicks' youth movement but averaged 12.0 points as a starter last season. There are other good players in the deal, Carlisle said. Hardaway Jr. is a terrific shooter and a proven to guard in this league. Courtney Lee has been a guy that's been out of the rotation in New York because they've been going young and all that kind of stuff, but he's a guy that can still play the game well. He's a good defender and shoots the ball well. And Trey Burks resurrected his career by clearing their books of those contracts. ESPN's Bobby Marks projects the Knicks to have a league-high $71 million in salary cap space this summer, enough to attempt to sign 2 maximum salary free agents. New York will target the top players on the market, which is expected to include Kevin Durant, Kawhi Leonard and Kyrie Irving. Some close to Durant see New York as a possible landing spot for the back-to-back NBA Finals MVP if he chooses to leave Golden State, according to league sources. The Knicks, 1040, have struggled without the 23-year-old Porzingis, who has been sidelined for nearly a year because of an ACL injury. He was evaluated in January by the team's medical staff, which confirmed his knee is healing well. He recently worked out with a coach on the court for roughly 45 minutes. The workout included Porzingis shooting pull-up three-pointers and dunking. Smith returned to the Mavericks lineup on Jan. 23 after a 2-week absence, while trade rumors swirled. While the team chalked up the 6 games missed to back soreness and an illness, Carlisle later acknowledged that business stuff was behind the absence.